Have you ever wondered how a simple cartoon show, The Simpsons, seems to have an uncanny ability to predict real-world events? Welcome to the world of The Simpsons, a seemingly light-hearted animated sitcom that has been serving us heaping portions of laughter since its debut in December of 1989. The show, created by Matt Groening, graces our screens with its colourful characters and sharp satirical humour. It's a show that's ingrained in global pop culture, a show that's given us iconic characters like the mischievous Bart, the wise and caring Marge, and of course the lovably clueless Homer. However, there's more to The Simpsons than its hilarious antics and unforgettable characters. Over the years, it's developed a reputation for something rather peculiar. Our beloved Springfield residents seem to have a knack for predicting real-world events. Yes, you heard it right. The Simpsons, a cartoon show, has been eerily accurate in predicting future happenings years, sometimes decades before they occur. Let's journey back to the 90s, where it all began. A time when the internet was in its infancy, mobile phones were the size of bricks, and The Simpsons were busy making predictions that would eerily come to fruition years, sometimes decades later. Let's delve into a few of these uncanny prophecies. First, let's rewind to the year 1995. An episode titled Lisa's Wedding aired, showcasing a future where people communicated through watches. Fast forward to 2014 and lo and behold, tech giants like Apple and Samsung introduced the world to smartwatches. A seemingly whimsical idea transformed into reality 2 decades later. Next, in the realm of science, The Simpsons managed to predict the discovery of the Higgs boson particle, also known as the God particle. In a 1998 episode, Homer Simpson, of all people, is seen scribbling an equation on a chalkboard. 17 years later, scientists validated the existence of this elusive particle, and the equation Homer wrote eerily mirrored the one used to predict its mass. Lastly, let's not forget the infamous Siegfried and Roy tiger attack. In an episode from 1993, The Simpsons portrayed a showbiz duo, eerily similar to Siegfried and Roy, being mauled by their trusted tiger during a performance. Fast forward to 2003, and the real-life Siegfried and Roy faced a similar fate. These examples are but a speck in the vast cosmos of predictions made by The Simpsons. They serve to illustrate the show's uncanny ability to gaze into the future, making us wonder if the writers had a crystal ball or just an astoundingly accurate grasp on societal trends. So, we've journeyed back to the 90s, where The Simpsons laid the groundwork for their status as pop culture prophets. But rest assured, this is just the tip of the iceberg. And that was just the beginning. As we move into the 2000s, The Simpsons' predictions only get more eerie. As we entered the new millennium, The Simpsons' predictions did not slow down. If anything, they became even more uncanny. The turn of the century saw the series seemingly foretell some of the most significant events of the decade, their knack for prediction almost bordering on clairvoyance. One of the most striking instances was when they seemingly foresaw the election of Donald Trump as the President of the United States in an episode from the year 2000. Fast forward to the year 2016, and this seemingly outrageous prediction became a reality. The world watched in bewilderment as life imitated art, The Simpsons once again proving their uncanny prescience. But it wasn't only in the realm of politics where The Simpsons showed their predictive prowess. In the world of sports, they seemingly predicted the FIFA corruption scandal. In an episode aired in the year 2010, they hinted at the scandal that would rock the football world 5 years later, leaving fans and officials alike in shock. And then there was the prediction of the Ebola outbreak. In an episode from the year 1997, a book titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus was shown on screen. Fast forward to 2014, and the world was grappling with a major Ebola outbreak. It was almost as if The Simpsons had a crystal ball, foreseeing occurrences that no one could have possibly anticipated. Yet these predictions didn't seem to stem from a place of malice, but rather they appeared to be a commentary on society, a reflection of our times, and perhaps a warning of what was to come. The Simpsons, it seems, were not just entertainers but also seers. their episodes often carrying a deeper, more profound message. But the most shocking predictions are yet to come. Brace yourselves as we delve into the 2010s. The 2010s saw some of the most shocking and precise predictions The Simpsons has ever made. We're talking about predictions that became reality, leaving us all in awe of the show's prescience. Let's rewind a bit to the year 2010. Remember when The Simpsons hinted at a merger between two entertainment giants? Yes, we're referring to the episode where a sign reading 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney Company, was shown. Fast forward to 2017, and what do you know? The Walt Disney Company announced its acquisition of 21st Century Fox. It's almost as if the scriptwriters had a crystal ball, isn't it? Moving forward to 2017, we encounter yet another eerily accurate prediction. This time, it's about the high fantasy drama series Game of Thrones. In a Simpsons episode, we see a dragon burning down a city, a scene strikingly similar to the penultimate episode of Game of Thrones, aired 2 years later. The accuracy of this prediction had fans questioning whether the creators of The Simpsons were time travelers, or perhaps they just knew a good plot twist when they saw one. Let's not forget the heart-wrenching prediction about the Notre Dame fire. In an episode aired in 2007, we see the iconic Notre Dame Cathedral in flames. Fast forward to 2019, and the world watched in horror as the real Notre Dame tragically burned. The coincidence is chilling, and it's hard not to wonder how The Simpsons managed to predict this. From entertainment mergers to dramatic series finales and even tragic real-world events, The Simpsons' predictions have been uncannily accurate. These aren't just random guesses, they're precise forecasts of major events that have left us all astounded. With such an uncanny track record, one can only wonder what The Simpsons has predicted for our future. With a track record as impressive as this, it's hard not to wonder what The Simpsons has in store for us next. This iconic yellow family has amazed us with their uncanny knack for seeing into the future. Over the past 30 years, they've accurately predicted everything from the rise and fall of Arab leaders to the evolution of technology and even the outcomes of US elections. Let's take a moment to recap some of the most shocking Simpsons predictions. Who can forget the episode where Lisa became president, succeeding none other than Donald Trump? Or the time when they predicted the Arab Spring, years before any sign of the uprising? And let's not forget about The Simpsons' prediction on technology. They foresaw the arrival of smartwatches and video calls long before they became a part of our everyday lives. So what does the future hold, according to The Simpsons? Well, they've hinted at a female president succeeding Trump, a possible indication of the rise in women's representation in politics. There's also been an episode where Bart is shown in the future as a Supreme Court justice. Could this be a sign of a more diverse and inclusive judiciary in the years to come? And let's not overlook their prediction on the environment. In one episode, they hinted at a future where solar power is the primary source of energy. Could this be a nudge towards a more sustainable future? Whatever the case may be, these predictions aren't just random guesses. They're a reflection of the times we live in and a commentary on the direction we're heading. Whether you're a fan of the show or not, you have to admit it's pretty impressive. It's as if the writers have a crystal ball giving them a glimpse into the future. One thing is for sure, The Simpsons is more than just a cartoon. It's a glimpse into the future.